Hey there, folks. Welcome to day 143 of my year of solo board gaming, considered by many to be ill-advised and stupid. Today is, in fact, the day that this video goes up, which shows you how behind the eight ball I am, much as yesterday. We are playing the game Set a Watch. I did want to mention a couple things. One is that a couple things I messed up. When you're using the camp action, you do have to expend a dice. It can be any dice, but just because one of them said had to be a 4 or better, I made the mistake of... And that was the cleric, of course. I made the mistake of, I think, never using a dice when doing a camp action. So that gave me about like 6 extra actions during the game, because there were a couple that I did not use at all. I also, I think, made a couple mistakes regarding reveals and stuff like that, especially in terms of the fire. I think I kept mistakenly revealing more than I should have because I started at 3 and went down to a 2 during the course of the game, course of the round. Without taking that into account. So we are set up for a new game, though. We're going to take it from scratch. We're using the 4 characters that we did not use yesterday. So we've got the cleric, we've got the bard, we've got the beastmaster, and we've got the knight. Now it's worth noting that both the bard and the knight are extra characters that were added into the game as part of the Kickstarter goal. I did not get this via Kickstarter. I got this at a game store called Gaming Goat, and one of the reasons I was so what are these? Because they weren't listed in the thing, and apparently these are just simply laser engraved fire token markers, so you can have these out to indicate, wow, look at how awesome I am. I've got even more fire than before. We're not going to use either of these. We're just going to keep those off to the side. We are going to play with 2 summons cards this time, though, so we're going to make this a little bit harder. We're going to go ahead and choose, I think we're going to go ahead and choose a random final location. We're not even actually going to even know what it is. So we're just going to shuffle these locations up, and we're going to put 2 of them, or one of them down here. That's going to be that one there. And then we're going to take some regular locations. We're going to shuffle these up. And we're going to deal out 8 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those will become our location deck. We'll then combine all of these together to make one giant unused location deck. One thing I'm not really sure about is why the final locations are in there. I feel like the final locations should be set aside, but that is something according to the instructions that we are include in this. So this is all of them. Before we start the monster stuff, let's go ahead and get these character abilities set up. We're going to start with the bard. We're going to give this a quick shuffle. All right, we got line dance, which is change the position of any 2 creatures, revealed or unrevealed, and reroll an unspent adventure die. Song of Pain, which is passive, and can directly attack any revealed creature with his die, taking precedence over creature abilities. And Song of Discord, put a revealed creature into the horde. If it's human, deal its health damage to the next. Which I'm not really I don't like that ability. I think that is an ability I'll probably trade out pretty quick. I don't want to add to the horde ever. I want to take away from the horde. I want things to come from the horde. All right. So for the cleric, we've got Cleanse Undead. We've got Rebuke, which is really handy for defeating undead in the first position, and then Blinding Light, which is also really useful. I like that ability. You have to reveal up to 2 creatures, negating any reveal abilities. Basically, it helps you understand what the entire line is going to be, and helps avoid certain nasty reveal things. Hunt, tame a forest creature in the graveyard, and then you may use it as a attack die. Tame a revealed forest creature. You may use this creature as an attack die. And then set snares will be the expired one. Next up, we've got the knight. Knight is basically similar to the warrior. It's got 8-sided dice. It does not have ranged, but is pretty powerful. Passive, once per round, increase the lowest roll die of an adventure to its maximum value. Defeat any revealed dragon or deal 6 damage to second position. And then Magic Sword, defeat any creature in the first position. That is expired. So that is something that we'll have to rest soon. Let me just check the instruction book, make sure I'm going to do this correctly. We are going to take 2 random summons. One thing I didn't realize is that the summons are actually quite a bit different from one another. They are not simply the same card repeated 8 times. They're actually quite a bit different. So we're going to take 2 summons. We're going to set these over here to the side. And we're not going to look at the other ones. Let's see. We're going to take the creatures. We're going to deal out 28 and then include the acolytes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And really, I should just take note that there will be 7 left over when I do this correctly. That'll be a little bit easier in the future, playing this game again. So we're going to give this a quick shuffle. I feel like it would not be a bad idea to just take the acolytes and split them up as well, same way. We're going to give this a quick shuffle, make sure this is nice and mixed together. All right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we can just, according to this, you're just supposed to divvy them up by, you don't have to actually count out. Just divvy them up as best you can. Think that's equal. So now we're going to add 1 summons to each. Make sure this is nice and mixed up. That'll be the bottom of the deck, and this will be the top. So we have 1 summons in the first 15 cards, 1 summons in the next 15 cards, and we'll have 2 summons to deal with in total. All right, and then finally prepare the Hallow deck. We're going to place 1 card in the horde face down, and then draw and place 7 unhallowed face up next to the camp board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one goes in face down. I don't know why I tried to look at it there, but this one goes in face up. Pyromancer on top. All right, and then finally we're actually going to do something else. We are going to roll an 8-sided dice to see how well we do as far as fire goes. We've got a fire of 4. That is one of the things that they recommend in the game to make the game a little bit more random. So we're only starting out with 4 fire, which is not great. Let me just grab my coffee here. Much needed coffee. But first things up, we're going to deal a location. Now, the first location, you do not have to worry about the fire. The fire's not going to go down at all. We are going to get 7 creatures, and if an Unhallowed is summoned here, you may pick the Unhallowed you face from the Unhallowed deck, which is actually kind of cool. So not a bad first location. Let's go ahead and roll these. Roll these each individually. We get, 5, 6, and 5. Now, it would be, those are obviously really good attack dice, but this would also allow me to heal somebody else's adventure card. It would allow me to get rid of that, basically vanquish the 1 unhallowed creature in there, and everyone else would get to re-roll, which is good because I don't think this 1, 2, 3 is really cutting it. It would mean that we'd only reveal 1 creature at a time because the firewood would be so low. But I like the idea of getting that taken out before anything else. We might also do the Bard. The Bard is... got some lousy abilities there. 2, 8, and 6. It's not too bad. Let's go ahead and send the Bard. We're going to send the Bard off first, I think. So the Bard gets... Actually, no, we're gonna do the Cleric. We're going to do the Cleric. The Cleric is going to head off to camp. They're going to get to unexhaust one of their cards. They will use the 6. Now, technically, because of their camping ability, they don't actually have to have a 6. It could just simply be 4 or better. We're going to go ahead and do that, and then allow... let's see. We're going to have the Magic Sword healed. And then we're going to re-roll some, use the 5s to vanquish and bolster. Which means we get rid of the... How are there 2 in here? There's still a bear here. So there should be 8 creatures, I guess. That's my bad. Okay. Sorry about that. We have gotten rid of the unhallowed creature in the horde already. And unfortunately, that is pretty garbage. That's still 1, 2, 5. We are re-rolling this. We got 6 and 7. That's pretty good. All right, so the cleric has done their thing. We're now going to set out some adventurers. You're supposed to put them all face down. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's such an annoying thing. And unfortunately, it's the worst thing that you can have right on the top. It's the Acolyte. Draw a creature and add it to the horde. First position, reshuffle a summons card back into the creature deck if there's one in the graveyard. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about that. So that is dead. That is nothing. We don't have any way to reveal right now. So I think the only thing that we can really do is basically just work on the line one by one. And so the knight will go first. We'll have them use their 6 to take out the Acolyte. This will reveal the next creature. We've got the zombie horde, which is going to have an ongoing health of 13 because they add theirs to the top creature in the graveyard. So I will use my magic sword to take out the zombie horde. So thankfully that was healed. Wyvern. And in the first position, that will basically take out 3 more fire. So we're going to be down to 1. We will need somebody to basically just do nothing but chop firewood on the next turn. However, this is a dragon, and who's got the dragon ability? Defeat any revealed dragon. So that'll work. And actually, it would have just worked anyway. Skeletons. Skeletons have 8. Let's go ahead and use Line Dance. We're going to swap the skeletons and whatever's in the back, so we can reveal that. It's a treant. An Earth Elemental. We don't have a lot that we can work with. We do get to re-roll an unspent dice, and that has just gone. Where did that go? Went here. I got it. Don't worry. Let's try this again. And it's still a 1. That dice does not want to not be a 1. We are going to spend 4 and 5, I think, to defeat it. So at least we get some firewood out of that. We still are just revealing 1. Acolyte, draw a creature and add it to the horde. And also reshuffle a summons card. Fortunately, we don't have one. We don't have a whole lot of dice left, do we? Inspire, fortunately, allows me to increase this to an 8, so I probably should have done that at some point earlier. We will go ahead and use the 8. This is just not good. We're going to deal 8 to the Acolyte. I have a feeling we're not going to be able to defeat the skeletons. All right, Fellbeast. First position, draw a creature and place it in front of the Fellbeast. Activate exactly once. Forest creature. All right, well, we will tame a forest creature to get that, which would be great if we could attack... Actually, Song of Pain allows me to attack a creature in the second position, and Eagle allows me to attack a position 1 there. My concern is that I really do not want the skeletons to be on top. I'd rather take out the Fellbeast. I don't think that there's... I have to basically exhaust the magic sword if I want to do that. But if I do that, yeah, I will do that. I'm going to actually use the Eagle and the 4 here because I can attack anywhere with that dice. And I will attack the skeletons. That will also send the Eagle to the graveyard. So now at least it's not on top. And then I will exhaust the magic sword, which I did not want to do, to take out the Fellbeast, and that at least gets out of the line. That was rough. That was rough, and I think it's because I only had the reveal of 1 card each time. so I couldn't really plan ahead. So that was not as much fun as I was hoping. We're on to the second location though, so let's go ahead and first of all reveal the next card. Forgotten Graveyard. We're going to lower this by 2. All defeated undead creatures go back to the bottom of the creature instead of the graveyard. Yay. And we'll deal 6 cards this time, which means we probably will have a summons. We'll definitely have a summons because... and I think what we're going to do is we're just going to have the Bard go to the... the Bard will go to the camp and just simply chop a bunch of firewood. That cocked, so 6, 6, and 2. 1, 5, and 3. Alright. So we are going to send the Bard to go chop firewood. And basically just do that. And that's going to bring us up to 7 at least. So we'll have +2 there. And then we're going to deal out 6 creatures. And that's it. I mean, 6 creatures isn't too bad. It is the hollowed one that just is going to be a little nasty. Alright, so we're going to reveal 2 creatures. Fire Serpent, ongoing. The Fire Serpent's base health is equal to the current firewood value. And then Goblins, reveal. Move Goblins to the first position. Alright. Once per round, increase the lowest rolled die of an adventurer to its maximum value. We will do that with this 1 and bring that up to an 8. He's going to inspire. He's going to give himself a little pep talk in the mirror. We don't have a creature that can be... Oh, and this is supposed to get... There we go. We're going to use Blinding Light first. That's how we're going to get rid of this 1. And we're going to go ahead and reveal the end of the line, I think. We have a Bandit. First position, the Bandit steals 1 available die of the party's choosing. Goblins, move Goblins to the first position, so we don't have to worry about that. We do know that there will be a summons in here then. So that is something to keep in mind. I guess to start off with, we will go ahead and hit, use a 6, and take out the Goblin. That will move this up. We have a Treant. That Treant's going to be helpful. It's an Earth Elemental, and we need ranged, honestly. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have the Beast Elemental just basically hit that Treant on his own. Take that out, and that's going to raise us to +2. And there's the Metal Golem, so I guess we did not have... Alright, so no direct attacks can be assigned to creatures in the line behind the Metal Golem. We don't really have any way to deal with that. We should have taken this guy out before. Actually, what we can do is we can take this Rebuke, and that will move the Metal Golem to the back, which I'm okay with. I guess we'll use the 3 and the 6 here to take out the Bandit just to get it out of the way. Just not a good use of it. I really messed up here. I did not do a good job of this particular one. I don't see any way out of this. I should have taken out the Fire Serpent earlier. I mean, this is going to be bad because it's going to exhaust 3 cards at least, unless I can figure out some way to get rid of the metal golem. I mean, I still have this passive thing here. That is not going to do much good. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to exhaust some abilities here, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. Is this going to work? I don't think this is going to work. This will allow me to deal 6 damage to the second position, right? Yeah, let's do this. Let's exhaust Dragonlance. It's horrible. Probably have this guy rest on the next turn. That's going to deal 5 damage to bring the goblins down to 2. We'll then exhaust Rebuke as well. This is why I'm saying this is just a bad idea. To move Fire Serpent to the end position. We'll then go ahead and use the 5 to take out this, and we'll use the 8 to take out the Metal Golem, and that just leaves the Fire Serpent, which will get added to the Horde. We'll still have to exhaust 1 more card on top of that, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to exhaust Blinding Light. Actually, no, we're gonna keep Blinding Light. We're gonna exhaust Song of Discord because I didn't really like it anyway. I don't know if it has to be from the watch group or it can be the person in camp. I think it has to be from the watch group, so we should probably not do it that way. Let's do Hunt. Yeah, that was just bad. That was just bad. So we had that Fire Serpent on top, and good lord, that was just not a good round. Fetid Swamp, -3, so we're down to 6. Every time a first position creature power activates, lose 1 firewood. We do not want to do that. The Bard is going to roll 1d6. The Bard also has. The Bard needs to do some equipping on the next time they go back, because that is going to be difficult, I think, to work with. My guess is I'm going to send the Knight back. We're going to send the Knight back. All right, the Knight's going to go back. We're going to have this get healed. Unfortunately, can't heal Dragonlance, which would be nice to get. And then we're going to use 4 to chop firewood. So we'll use the 1 to chop firewood, and then another 1 to chop firewood. As much as I would like to go ahead and vanquish there, the Fire Serpent I think will be easier to deal with in the future. We're going to use this other 4 to check the map. Next up is the Underground Tomb, which is not bad, but we do reduce the number of revealed creatures by 1, which is not great. And then Goblin Caves, which has increased the health of all goblins by 3. Now the thing is, I feel like we've had a lot of goblins already come up. I don't think I have to worry about that too much, but what I don't want to do is have 8 creatures, so I still want to stick with the Underground Tomb. So we know that that will come up next. Which means on the next turn we should probably try to get the firewood above 3. And see where we go. But that was the Knight. And then we're going to deal 6 creatures out. And I'm going to be smart and just do it this way. And reveal the first 2 creatures. We have a wolf and skeletons. Alright, that's actually pretty good. We're going to use Blinding Light. That's the first thing we're going to do, and reveal the next 2. Fell Beast. First position, draw a creature and place it in front of the Fell Beast. And then a Summons. Immediately exhaust an adventure card. Then replace this card with the top card from the Unhallowed deck. Put this card in the graveyard. We're going to exhaust Song of Discord, because I do not like that one. And then Pyromancer. Reveal. Play this card at the end of the line. However, because of the Cleric's ability, we negate the reveal abilities, so we don't care about that. Ongoing, every creature that goes to the graveyard before the Pyromancer reduces the firewood by 1. Ouch. So we want to take that creature out as quickly as possible. we will spend a 1 to exchange positions. And I think we're just going to snicker snag all over the Pyromancer first. We're going to have the he's the only melee, but I don't have anything that adds up to the right number. So 5 and 4, they'll team up to take out the Pyromancer. We will tame a revealed forest creature. And then, because it's the Beastmaster is ranged, we will go ahead and use that creature to take out the Fell Beast, since that adds up to 11. And we then reveal the remaining 2 creatures. This is where we could use the dragon. Let's go ahead and use this 6 to take out the Fae, which we can do because he's got the Song of Pain. That means he can attack anywhere on a direct attack. What we don't want to do is let this Ember Drake get to the first position, but there may not be anything that we can really do. We don't have the Knight. The Knight would be perfect for this. This is the best time to do it. And we don't have set snares, which would be also great, because I'd love to get this Ember Drake back on top here and let the Knight deal with it. I think no matter what, this Ember Drake is really going to mess us up. We don't have anything really to do damage to it. I did forget to re-roll that unspent dice. I don't think that makes a difference now. The only thing I can really do is cleanse the undead, which is not great because that's just simply going to put the skeleton on top of the graveyard, which means it goes right back to the top of the creature deck for the next turn. Since Rebuke is currently... If we don't take out the skeleton, we're going to end up with 4 damage. And if we do take out the skeleton, we're going to end up with 4 damage. So no matter what, we're going to end up with 4 damage, which is a lot, because right now we've got 5 cards that we can affect. Which means we're going to have 2 characters that are completely wiped out. And the question is whether or not I want the skeletons to be in the horde, and whether or not I want to go down by 3 on Firewood. I don't want to go down by 3 on Firewood, so I'm going to stop fighting here. I'm actually not going to use any more abilities. And I'm going to go ahead and let both of these go to the... Yeah, this is bad. We're going to go ahead and flip this Song of Pain and Line Dance. The Bard is pretty much not going to participate in the next round. Tame Beast and Cleanse Undead. So yeah, we're in bad shape here, very bad shape. And then we'll go ahead and put them in like this to get added to the horde, which means I can vanquish the Ember Dragon, which would be nice. But holy cow, did we get messed up there? Underground Tomb is going to lower us by 3. It's only going to reveal 1 creature at a time. The Bard and the Beastmaster cannot participate in the next round. Both are fully exhausted. Which means one of them will have to go to camp, and the other will just simply have to sit and not do anything. Which is not looking good. We've got 6 this round. It's not good. 3, 3, and 4. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to send the Beastmaster back here. We're going to have... let's go ahead and do... Set snares as our recovered ability. We don't have any way to heal, unfortunately. We're going to chop some firewood. And we're going to bolster and vanquish. We're going to get rid of this vanquish. That's going to get deleted. What exactly is seal? I never do seal. I should probably try to find that. Sorry, just realizing that my wife headed out about 20 minutes ago and I forgot to say good luck with the haircut. Sealing is remove an unhallowed from the graveyard and place it at the bottom of the unhallowed deck. I actually like that quite a bit. So instead of bolster, because our dice rolls aren't horrible. I don't care about the Bard's dice rolls because, let's face it, they've got nothing to work with. But we can remove an unhallowed, the Pyromaniac in this case, and just put it at the bottom of the unhallowed deck. And I think we already got rid of the Ember Drake. Yeah, we got rid of the Ember Drake. So we're good there. Let's go ahead and deal out 6 cards, revealing 1 at a time. Forest Giant. Giant's health is always added to the base creature, which is a Fae. So they're going to have 13 health. That's not great. We're going to go ahead and use 1 ability here, Blinding Light, and reveal the next 2. Ongoing Shade is equal to 16 minus the current firewood value. And then this will get swapped with the top one of the graveyard, except because of the Blinding Light ability, we don't have to worry about that. All right. Once per round, increase the lowest roll dice of an adventurer to its maximum value. So we're going to be able to do this for the cleric to make that a 6. That will then be used to take out the Fae. This comes up. We don't actually reveal any additional ones. We'll go ahead and assign a dice to Magic Sword. That will take out the Forest Giant. This currently has a health of 7, so we can use this 8 and just take that out. This will bring this up. We're still at a reveal of 1. Sorry, 2. No, 1. It's just 1. We can't reveal any more. So we'll use this 4. Actually, we'll go ahead. No, because we can't exhaust anymore. We really cannot exhaust anymore. Can we? We can. We're going to exhaust this one. That will reveal the last 2. Vampire and Graveshifter. So we don't reveal anything, which is great. We just don't have any dice to work with. The 4 I put up there, but that 4 can take this out. I can't do anything with the Bard. I just simply don't have anything I can do. So we're going to use the 6, I guess, to take... I mean, we could expire... We can't keep expiring cards. That's the thing. I currently have 3 unexhausted cards total. I've also been forgetting to indicate who's gone to rest and who hasn't. I think at this point, everybody's gone to rest at least once. I'm hoping that that is the case. I'm sure I'll hear about it. I mean, at this point, I'm going to get it 1 exhausted anyway, so I may as well exhaust it. But wow. So that will take out the last 2, because I still had 1 extra die from that. Yeah, this game's not going well. This game's really not going well. I feel like I'm messing up. I feel like I'm not doing a very good job with... Yeah, there's exactly 4 cards left. So I think everyone's gone once. At this point, I have to send the Bard or the Cleric back. I'll probably send the Cleric back. simply because the cleric will be able to heal somebody else for it, have an easier time of it. So this is going to go back to 5. And then if an unhallowed is summoned here, place the summon card at the bottom of the creature deck. Great. So, and we do have one more summons card that's going to be coming out. So 1, 1, and 5. Sorry, 1, 5, and 5. 5, 5, and 6. The Bard may be going back for his second turn. 3, 3, and 5. 7, 7, 2. So everybody's rolling doubles, which is great. Freaking awesome. All right. So we get to at least refresh one card. We're going to use the 6 to heal the Song of Discord. We're going to chop some firewood. And then I'm going to go ahead and swap one of my abilities out from an adventure not in the game. And we're going to go ahead and use the Wizard's ability. And I think what I'm going to do is Curse. Because Curse is pretty awesome. All right, and we're going to deal out 7 cards, and this will be all of them. Did I just put that in the wrong spot? Yes, I did. There we go. So we have to shuffle this up. This is just bad. The cleric is not participating at all, because they are fully exhausted. I mean, that's just nasty. We're revealing 2 cards, Forest Giant and Wyvern. So we definitely want to take out the Wyvern first. We can increase this to 8, or we can increase this to 8. We'll increase this to 8 so that I can take out the Wyvern. There we go. Shade, whose strength is going to be 9, unfortunately. Guess we could use 3 to put the Forest Giant back on top. Ember Drake. Oh my lord, I don't know what to do here. I really don't. I cannot let that Ember Drake get to the first position. I have nothing I can do though. The knight cannot hit that second position, and cannot defeat a revealed dragon because its ability. Oh my effing lord! What do I do? I don't even know what I do. Like, I can hit the Shade for 9, but that moves the Ember Drake into the first position. And I just don't have enough dice to... I mean, I have enough dice to kill it, but it will exhaust an ability. And I have 2 abilities left to exhaust. I'll lose 3 more for the firewood. At that point, I'll have no dice left. I think at this point I've lost the game. I honestly do. I feel like I've lost the game, and I don't want to just simply give up. I just don't see a way out of this. I let myself get too exhausted too quickly and didn't focus on healing. But just to go through the motions, we need 9 to deal with this, since we can't hit that Ember Dragon. Ember Dragon moves to the front position, so now their abilities wiped out, plus we lose 4 here. We can combine and do 7 and 5. That will take out the Ember Drake. We reveal the first card. We've got a Treant. That'll raise us up by 9, but we have no more dice to deal with. So at this point, we have to reveal the rest of the cards and then deal with the 5 cards that we get. And those 5 cards will wipe out the remaining 3 pretty easily because I have nothing left to exhaust. Even if I exhausted set snares to put this into back up here, I still have these 4, and I've only got 2 cards left on the Bard of all people. And so that's it. I have died. I've died horribly. So my feeling is that there's a bit of a balance issue with the classes, I find. The Rogue has this amazing ability with Stay Dead. Like, if you have that as an active passive, so sort of, I know, a contradiction there, you're basically removing creatures from the game. And that it can be very powerful because that gets rid of a lot of nasty creatures really easily. The Wizard, Curse just basically takes out you get 2 die. Let's say you got like a 1 and a 1. You can use that 1 and a 1 to just take out a creature that has like 23 health. Polymorph, swap out a creature for any other in the graveyard. It's a lot of stuff that I feel like I needed a Rogue or a Wizard or a Warrior. This was fine. The Knight would have been so much better had I been able to get the Knight fully healed with this as their character set. Like, that would have been great. Just, oh, hey, I get to defeat a Revealed Dragon. There goes the Ember Drake. Hey, I get to defeat any creature in the first position. There goes that Forest Elemental. That would have been awesome. There's not enough that really helps with the second position, too. And I find to help solve the puzzle of this for each round, you kind of need things that target beyond that first position. Obviously, with the Knight, the Knight's got this ability that with the Magic Sword to defeat any creature in the first position, but already has some pretty good dice. The Bard has Song of Pain, which is nice, but still just makes that just an attack anywhere. It doesn't really give them any strength. I don't know. I don't like this set of characters. I feel like it needs the Rogue, the Wizard, or the Warrior to make that a better set. Beastmaster would have been fun to play with, but I also kind of feel like the Taming Creatures thing, why? I mean, if you've got a 1, and you can put the 1 on Tame Beast, then great. You might get a Wolf or an Eagle that'll give you a 4 or 5 later on, which is the halfway point of the Beastmaster's regular dice. It feels to me like a very weak class overall. In that sense. The Bard has a really nice ability of Siren Song, which we didn't get to see. That allows it to basically captivate a creature for the round and turn it into attack dice, and that can be a lot more powerful. Anyway, this has been Set a Watch. It's an interesting game. I'll probably come back to it at some point. We are now 143 days in. This video is going to go up as soon as I finish recording here, so I don't know why I'm continuing to talk. And you can see my elbow. Isn't that nice? There's my elbow. There's my hand. We've got a number of games. John, you did mention Scythe, and I do have Scythe, and I will play that at some point. Scythe is one of those games that I felt was a little overrated. I didn't quite get the appeal of it. It is a very complicated game. There's a lot going on with it. What I'm really excited to show you is Pursuit of Happiness. I also did just pick up, because apparently I have a sickness, I just picked up Cascadia and Maquis, and I'm really looking forward to trying Maquis. I really want to defeat some Nazis. And Cascadia has a lovely look to it that I think would have gone really well if I did an entire week where it was just like Parks and Cascadia and Wingspan and like one other nature game. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. This was a horrible, horrible defeat. But hey, at least I've still got some time today to do some more videos. So I'm going to try to spend some time, catch up with the week, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Ciao, everybody.